it's interesting that it did follow the formula of a rom-com in the sense of kind of being put into a new situation, new environment, and making the couples kind of interact with each other.
Well, since it's so early, do you think it helped set the precedent for the rom-com story?
Yes, there are definitely things about it that were like cliche, right? It's the whole opposites attract, so that is one of the tropes of rom com. It's actually one of the more popular ones, I think. That one and enemies to lovers, which you could argue is part of this movie.
Yeah, they're very different, and he's very kind of rude to her because he thinks she's like a spoiled brat, which of course she is rich and she's used to kind of having people do things for her. And he's used to having to make it on his own and rough it. And so he is very tough with her.
He is. And it's like interesting. One of the funniest parts that I found funny is when she's trying to talk and he just really like tells her to shut up. Just shut up. And I'm like, oh my god, you would not be able to talk to a woman like that in nowadays. But it's like sometimes you want to. If you're on a bus, you don't know this person, you just want them to be quiet. And so it's like interesting kind of perspective on all of that. And then the whole wall. So they like
The walls of Jericho,
the walls of Jericho.
the
Yes.
blanket that they put up in between the beds.
Yes. And I thought that was really interesting because it showed kind of like their guardedness, not just to each other, but to the world. Even though she's a spoiled princess, she's never been able to choose anything for herself. Even the one thing that she tries to choose, which is her husband, which is, in those times, and I would even argue in these times, considered a gold digger. I think
Yeah.
he was a gold digger.